Well, today the Supreme Court ruled unanimously that immigrants who entered the country illegally and were given a temporary protected status for humanitarian reasons will not be eligible now for permanent residence. No green cards for them. KION's Jonathan Sarabia joins us tonight from our Digital Operations Center live after speaking with a local immigration attorney and what that means for people who had applied here. Jonathan?
Veronica, the case the ruling is centered is around a New Jersey couple who immigrated to the U.S. from El Salvador. They were granted TPS in 2001, but were denied a green card more than a decade later for entering illegally, regardless of their protective status. In today's Supreme Court hearing, the question was whether the granting of TPS should allow a person to obtain permanent resident status if you enter the country illegally. Justice Kagan wrote in part, Sanchez was not lawfully admitted, and his TPS does not alter that fact. He therefore cannot become a permanent resident of this country. Temporary protective status applies to illegal immigrants who come from countries experiencing war or disasters, and it protects them from deportation while allowing them to work legally.
They're not eligible for a green card unless they have that lawful entry, and temporary protected status does not give them that.
Emily Christensen, an attorney with Immigrant Legal Services of the Central Coast, says immigration law requires those who enter illegally to leave the country, ask for a pardon, and apply for legal entry in the U.S. Or, she says, the other option is to wait for a change in immigration law.
It's basically leaving it up to Congress in order to pass some legislation that would allow them to have that legal entry and not have to leave the country in order to be admitted.
But pending legislation, the Secure Act would eliminate the barrier and allow those with TPS to become eligible for permanent residency. The bill has passed through the House and is currently pending review by the Senate. Jova Olage, a Salinas resident, says people who are under TPS deserve to have a permanent status in this country.
Because some of them have been here for a very long time and working hard. They're part of this country and deserve to permanently stay here.
Veronica, as I mentioned in today's decision, Elagan Kagan wrote in part, Sanchez was not lawfully admitted and his TPS does not alter that fact. She also wrote, therefore, he cannot become a permanent resident of this country. Upholding the lower court's verdict, now only the passage of the Secure Act will change the fate for some 400,000 immigrants here designated under the protective status. Veronica?